I'm looking for an early night, so round 2, maybe 3.
Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Memory. My name is Malcolm. Today I have a very special guest. He's going to be the main event of Misfits Boxing 11. He's looking for a victory royale in the Welterweight Championship. It's Jarvis. How are you, man?
Yes, how's it going? Yeah, we're looking for the victory. I'll get in the dub November 17th.
Sir, yes, sir. York Hall in London, England. I mean, this is a big fight, man. This is your Misfits debut and it's in the main event. Do you feel any pressure going into this fight? Because it's such a big atmosphere for you.
Oh, 100%. On the debut, you obviously want to make a statement and give your best performance. So I've been training really hard the last couple months, making sure there's no rooms for failure or any exceptions. So we're just putting everything out there.
How do you rate your opponent going into this fight? I mean, BDave is a big company guy. I feel like he's kind of gone through every trial and tribulation through Misfits right now. How do you see him as an opponent going into this fight?
So I mean, he's a tough opponent in the sense that he's had a lot of experience on Misfits, a lot of these big fights, big cards. So going into the fight, in the ring, he's not going to be worried. He won't have the ring rust essentially. But experience-wise and skill-wise, I would say compared to my last opponent, he's not on that level. And compared to me, he's not on that level. And I've been training really hard, making sure I'm very conditioned for this fight. It's a 5-round fight, so I'm just going to be putting the pressure on him the whole time. He likes to go forward, I like to go forward, so we're going to meet in the middle. I'm going to be the one to make him step back, and yeah.
Definitely, man. I'm excited to see it. It seems like you have a good list of guys that you're looking forward to fighting eventually, now being part of Misfits. It seems like Deji's the big name on that list. Is there any other guys in Misfits that, besides just Deji as well, that you're looking forward to possibly getting in there with?
So currently, when I get this belt, I'll be the 155 pound champ. I might have to defend that belt. There were some names going around of potentially Alex Wasabi or Nick LMAO. Those are 2 big fights that I want to get 100%. At 155, if they want to fight higher, we can do that. Another one is, of course, Slim. I think I want to get, after this fight, maybe one more fight under my belt on Misfits, and then go for Slim at the 165 belt. So I want to try and be a Misfits champ, holding 2 belts at the same time. That would be great.
For sure. Where's the confidence when you say you can definitely fight someone like Deji, right? Obviously I think you have a lot of skill and whatnot, and so I feel that fight would be amazing. Yeah. Where's the confidence saying you can go in there with Deji and actually get the win over him?
So Deji, I like Deji a lot. Yeah, as a person, he's a good guy. But when it comes to the fights, you want to get the biggest fights possible. And Deji, he's such a big name in the scene, in the whole of Misfits. To get a fight with him would be amazing. My first fight was on the same card as his back in 2021 on Social Gloves. And, going through all of this, he's had a couple losses. I had a loss recently. So, I'm trying to get that redemption and come back. And a lot of people in the scene and in the community want to see that fight. And, I'm just trying to make the biggest fights and the most entertaining fights for the people to watch.
For sure, man. And you mentioned that loss and that came from Gib at Kingpin. How do you reflect on that loss going into this next fight? Just trying to see maybe some things that maybe didn't go well for you during that fight and going into the next one. How do you see that loss against Gib now?
So I learned a lot from that loss. Gib, he's a good fighter, but where he excels the most is his hard work and his work ethic, making sure that his body is as conditioned as it can be, because us influencer boxers, we're not professional fighters. We don't have years and years of experience. So what it comes down to in the ring is someone may be a better boxer, but if they are conditioned more, they can win the fight. Because in a 5-round fight, you can get gassed in the 2nd, 3rd round, but if you're conditioned and you're still active in those later rounds, you can win the fight. Going into this fight now, I'm making sure that my conditioning is, as good as it can be.
For sure. And even talking about that fight, would you ever be interested in doing a rematch if the cards aligned and Gib ended up in Misfits?
100%. I think there's talks for Gib to fight Slim. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I don't know what Gibbs doing. You know, he's obviously not been, haven't really heard too much about what he's been doing, but I definitely want that rematch in the future. I want to get at least 2-3 fights under my belt. If the Slim fight doesn't come first, then I think I would want the Gibb rematch.
There it is. There it is. And I guess like one of my final questions for you, man, is there was a video at one point you were sparring with Floyd Mayweather, and like obviously you were working in that camp for a while. What did you learn like being a part of that camp and like going forward, like just being in the ring with Floyd by himself is just an amazing feat. So like, what did you learn from that opportunity with Floyd?
Yeah, I mean, it was a surreal moment just being able to spar like someone on that level, and it really goes to show when you're in the ring with, you know, someone that has been doing it since, you know, they were born. They were literally born into boxing. It's just crazy the levels and the levels that the sport has and how good someone can be. You know, even he's like 50 something years old and he's still that sharp, that strong, that fast. And that dedicated, and you know, his work ethic is still there. So it inspired me to, you know, just keep training and sticking to it.
For sure, man. Final question: if BDave is watching this right now, what would you say to him?
November 17th, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm looking for an early night, so round 2, maybe 3. If you're not on the floor, I'm gonna be upset.
There it is. There it is. Future welterweight champion, possibly Misfits 11. Jarvis, thank you so much for your time, man. I'm sure they already do, but where can they find you on social media if they're not already following you?
Just search my name, Jarvis, FaZe Jarvis. It'll come up. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever.
There it is. Jarvis, thank you so much for your time, man. Guys, my name is Malcolm. This is Muscle Memory, and we're out.